All right, guys, are you having trouble building your biceps? So guys, if you know my story, you know that I've spent 14 years bodybuilding. And if you've had a time to talk with me personally, I've stated over and over, my arms are by far my weakest body part. People don't believe me. It's because my arms are freaking huge now. And it's because I finally figured out what works. You'll notice a common theme. Everything I do is extraordinarily high reps. I do high reps and I do low reps. But even if you do high reps and low reps, that's not gonna guarantee you growth. What gives you growth is the mind-muscle connection. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna walk you through as I do a easy bar curl, and I'm gonna tell you what I think and what I feel as I'm going through the movement. So first things first, I got my easy curl here. I've got it on the outer grips here. So from the front, the first thing I think of is I'm standing at attention. I lean forward into the movement like I'm trying to dive a little bit. So instead of curling here, I'm curling here. It's ever so slight, so I'm not here, I'm here. So before I start, I'll get a nice solid stance here, lean into it, and then curl. Now, how you curl is more important than actually curling. So we want to develop a mind-muscle connection. How can we do that? The first things first is I'm gonna relax my hands. I'm going to grip the bar, but my hands and fingers are completely relaxed. Then I'm gonna take my wrist. So instead of my hands being rigid like this, I'm gonna let them hang a little bit. I'm gonna take my wrist and I'm gonna elbow up. I said elbow. I'm gonna use my wrist as the primary movement. So instead of pulling with this and putting all my force right here, I'm gonna put and relax my hand, and I'm gonna put all my force right here. So as I'm coming up, I'm pulling with this, not with this. So imagine that. Imagine if you had no weight in your hand and you put your mind on your wrist and you just wrist up like this. So that's all I'm doing. Once I come up, I do something different. I squeeze my elbows to my side and then I lean into the movement and release. So this is the most important part where I feel it, is when I come up, once I'm here, instead of just dropping the weight back down like this, I'm gonna try and drop the weight away from me like this. So as I'm coming down, it's not just a straight up and down, it's more like this. I'm trying to release away from my body. And it's ever so subtle, but watch this. So this is curling with me just focusing on getting the weight up, no wrist activation, nothing. If you'll notice, my arm's not moving, but to be honest with you, I feel that in my delts. I feel it in my rear delt and my front delt, and my biceps, maybe just a hair, but not much. So I'm gonna relax my hands, do my wrist up, and now I'm gonna lean into it slightly and extend the weight down away from my body. So instead of here, like this, I'm like this. And I'm leaning into it a little bit. So this is what it looks like when I do it without thinking, just doing it. Okay, so here I am. Okay, so every single rep, I'm focusing on the wrist and I'm focusing on extending away from the body. And you can lean into it. In fact, when I do drag curls and barbell curls, the more upright I stand, the more front delt I feel. Even when I pull my shoulders back, I still feel it in my front delt. Once I lean into it, here or here, I can feel so much more tension all throughout the bicep. I know this was a little bit longer of a video for a demonstration video, but guys, if you've got some weights at home, do this slowly. Find it, find the mind-muscle connection. Slowly release, 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 And then feel, where am I feeling that? Am I feeling it on the outer? Am I feeling it on the inner? Where is the muscle firing, and how can I make it fire harder where I want it? And just play around. This is what I do. This is what brought my arms from literally 9 inches to over 18 and a half inches. I did it completely just with time and learning my body. You can too. So give this a try. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Like the video for the YouTube algorithm. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves.